Carol, Kevin, John Rudge has been confirmed as the new club president. Just talk about why you came to that decision, and he described it as an absolute honour.
Yeah, it wasn't a hard decision to take, was it, really?
There's been hard decisions here, but that surely wasn't one of them.
No, when we first wanted to buy the club over 3 years ago, we had a meeting with John and we talked to him about what we wanted to do, and it was very important to me then that John would be involved if we did get the club. And when we did, he was here straight away. He's been there for us throughout, and
he's been a great link to the players, hasn't he?
Yeah, but he's a link to the players, to the club, to the history of the club.
Absolutely.
And if you had to take one person in this history of this fantastic club over its whole life and say, give us one name of one person who is every Valiant's hero, it would be John Rudge.
It would indeed,
without a doubt.
Can I just put something in there? Something that I didn't expect at all was his sense of humour.
This comes as a surprise to a few people, but he has got a bit of witty humour, hasn't he?
He looks like a very serious old football man, but when you get him going, it's just tears drop,
Well, it was like last Friday night, wasn't it? Because we stayed at the same hotel as the team stayed at down in Colchester, and after dinner, you have me, there's tears rolling down my eyes. And it's part of that football humour and that football banter, which is very sharp and very quick. But I think he's wonderful.
That's the thing. Is the sharpness and the quickness,
But the club president title is not something you just award to anyone. It's got a lot of meaning behind it, and it has to go to someone that has got a great relationship with the club and the fans, and has a real stature in football.
Well, he's deep, isn't he? If you look at the number of years he was here and all of this.
Yeah, but I think, a lot of fans have been saying to us, oh, there should be a stand named after John Rudge, or there should be something else. And when we had the meeting to talk to him about club president, I mentioned stands, and I think he was very much of our view is that you have a stand when you're well past. You don't have that isn't him. He isn't a stand. He is an ambassador. He is the.
Well, he's alive and doing, isn't he?
Yeah, we had a friendly against Burnley, and we were in the little director's box, and there were some of the Burnley directors there, and one of them, I heard him say, oh my God, it's John Rudge. And he has that sort of presence. Oh my God, it's John Rudge. And I call it the Rudgy effect, because he knows everybody.
Can I just say we're absolutely delighted that he's taken on the president's role, aren't we?
Yeah, and when I talked to him about the role, he represents us at away matches. He will be hosting a table in him and Dell, because we can't forget Dell, his wife, who is so supportive of John, and she'll be here as well. So she's like we get her free as part of having John, which is because she's our bonus.
Some describe John, they name him Sir John Rudge. Yeah. They call him a club legend, a hero. How would you describe John as a person?
I think he's an unassuming legend, because if you said that he was surprised he was when we were talking to him about how he's thought of, that isn't how he sees himself. He sees himself as, and he'll keep saying, oh, this is John's time now, John Askey's time now, and I'm only here to support. But I had a conversation with John Askey about John Rudge, and, is it important for him to be about the club? And absolutely it is. And he gives that sort of wisdom, that...
history.
But it is that... Because he's that one step removed, he's got all that experience, that he can talk to John in a way that probably nobody else can.
Yeah. Been there, done that, pal.
Yeah.
His experience is invaluable, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's arguably the most successful Port Vale manager the club's seen, and seen them through some real, memorable times, especially for the fans.
Yeah, and there's so much talk about flat caps, and maybe we should all wear flat caps now. But I think for me, to have a club president and to have somebody who is, there isn't a question. If you were to do a poll or anything to every Vale fan that is and ever has been, who should be the one person who represents the club with that title, which is an honour, it would be John Rudge, and I'm so delighted that it is John Rudge.